Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna। तो अभी महाराज के द्वारा प्रभुपाद जी का गुणगान होगा और हिंदी में पीछे अनुवाद कर रहे हैं हमारे भक्त पुनीत प्रभु कंट्रोल रूम में। तो महाराज अंग्रेजी में बोलेंगे, जिन भक्तों को अंग्रेजी नहीं समझ में आती है वो पर कंट्रोल में जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि इससे हमारा समय भी बचेगा और महाराज ज़्यादा अधिक बोल पाएंगे। तो आप लोग कृपा करके अपने सीट्स लीजिए, बैठिएगा कृपा करके। और फिर उसके बाद करीब आधे घंटे के बाद फिर आपके सामने एक ड्रामा प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा, तो आप लोग बड़े ध्यान से सुनेगा। हरे कृष्ण।
विक्की इधर देख यार,
लॉबी में होगा, भैया लॉबी की स्पीकर ऑन करो। ये सुनो,
मोहन तो प्रभुपाद जी का जाओ
अच्छा, तो हिंदी का अनुवाद पीछे लॉबी में हो रहा है, तो क्योंकि वहाँ पे जगह ज़्यादा है तो अंग्रेजी जो नहीं समझ सकते हैं वो पीछे लॉबी में हिंदी में अनुवाद सुन सकते हैं।
नहीं अलग से ऐसे बैठी बोलो।
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasavakaya Chakshurumritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namah Vishnupadaya Krishnapataya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Saraswati Deve Gauragani Sajarine Nirvisa Sinnavadi Vasata Dashakarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisa Sinnavadi Vasata Shri Krishna Chaitanya Bhagavan Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Gaura Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bhagavati Dacharam, Angulangartani, Yat Ifat Mahamani, Shri Guru Nindhaya, Paramananamarama, Shri Chaitanya Ishvara. Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki, Shri Prabhupada Ki, Shri Prabhupada Ki. मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी जानता हूँ लेकिन इतना अच्छा हिंदी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ जो आपको समझ जाएंगे जो गोपाल कृष्ण बोला मैंने समझिया बहुत अच्छा बोला बहुत अच्छा बोला इतना डिटेल्स जानता है बहुत अच्छा लगा इतना डिटेल्स कौन ऑफिसर के पास प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए गया इस बहुत अच्छा लगा मैं कम से कम इतना डिटेल्स नहीं जानता है मैं जानता हूँ लेकिन फिर थोड़ा तकलीफ हो गया इतना डिटेल्स सिंधिया मकान कहाँ पर कितना किलोमीटर हाथ था इतना डिटेल्स नहीं जाना तो कृष्ण महाराज की जाना So, see, I lived in East India, Mayapur, so there I learned Bengali, because that's the language used in Bengal. And then from Bengal I learned Hindi, so a little bit. I also know a little Nepali, a little Oriya, but not so much. I can understand, I can't speak so well. So today I'm going to speak about Srila Prabhupada. You see, this is my first time speaking on Prabhupada's Vyas Puja in Delhi, so for me it's a big, I'm nervous. All the pundits are heard it, you know. Oh, I thought you were going to speak this good. I don't know, I have difficulty understanding language.
Can you all of you understand Maharaj's English, or should I repeat in English again? You're understanding? Okay. So
Okay, I'll speak very slow and I'll emphasize my words so it will exaggerate a little excessively so that it will be more clear to you. See, in the Chaitanya, in the, what's it called, the Chaitanya Mangal, there's a book by Lochandas. Lochandas, he wrote in the prelude how Narada Muni had gone all the way to, he went to many places, but finally he went to Golok Vrindavan, and he requested, see, 1/4 of Golok Vrindavan is for Lord Chaitanya, and the 3/4 is for Krishna as Raja, Mathura, and Dwarka, for those different leelas. And the 4th is Lord Krishna as his as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as a devotee. So there Narada Muni requested the Lord Chaitanya to come to the universe of the 4-headed Brahma. There are many universes. In Vrindavan, there's Anantikota, Koti of Brahmanda. There's unlimited millions of universes. So that there's one with the 4-headed Brahma. Somehow he knows which universe Narada was coming from. So he came, and he came out and he invited all the Sakhis and the Ranis from the Dwarka as well as from Raja. He come listening, and let's preach, let's give out love of God really in India. I'll travel all over India, and at that time of course it was known as Bharata, and we'll give out the love of Krishna to everyone. For those countries to the west, Ashtrata Dashapats, I'll send my Senapati Bhakta, and he'll go and he'll teach there. So, who is this Senapati Bhakta? That's no one else brought it to the west. So that Prabhupada, he was predicted, not in one place, but in several places, in the Vedas, that he would come and he would spread the Sankirtan movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada ki jai. So, even though he was a general, he seemed he had no army, but there was devotees like Gopal Krishna Maharaj and others who had joined up in the 1960s and 70s, and they became part of Prabhupada's army, and he started to spread the Krishna conscious movement all over the world. Every continent he visited. In Latin America, he only visited 2 places, in Mexico as well as in Caracas. Huh?
Venezuela.
Or is Caracas the capital? Okay, so then, but he visited Africa and South Africa and Kenya, and he visited Australia and Melbourne and Sydney and different places. Like that, he visited, of course, Europe, he visited all over. America, he visited. Canada, he visited. So I met Srila Prabhupada in Canada. So that time there were 3 temples in ISKCON. There was San Francisco, there was Montreal, and New York. So I saw all the temples in ISKCON in 1968. Now, even though I used to travel when I was healthy, 5 to 6 times around the world per year, I had not seen all the temples in ISKCON. It's not possible. Very difficult. Because there's about over 500 temples in Mongolia and so many different countries. What to speak of the kind of underground centers that are there in different countries, which we don't mention about it. Probably what we have in so many centers, or we may not be legally permitted to have. So I was At that time I saw the 3 temples, Montreal, New York, and San Francisco. As soon after that they opened a center in Los Angeles. So Gopal Krishna, he asked me to tell how I was working for the A&W root beer stand. See, my grandfather, he was a multi-millionaire. He had migrated to Germany, and he set up eventually, let's not discuss about him, eventually he owned a paint company which was worth maybe $100 million or more, which in those days was a lot of money. Now it's not as much. So then, but when I went to join Prabhupada, I thought my parents would be very happy. So I wrote to them, Mom, Dad, guess what? I've become a Hare Krishna monk. They'll be so happy. I've given up all the vices and no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat-eating, and living a pure life, and they'll be very happy. My father said, if you don't immediately leave that place, I'm making you a Tajaputra, I'm disowning you. You don't get any of my inheritance. Whatever millions I have, you don't get any. And then my mother, she came up, she tried to convince me, why don't you become a Christian priest? Why do you have to become a Hindu priest? Like I saw that was going on. But in the meantime, we were told that Prabhupada, he had no money to pay for the rent. So we had to go out and get jobs. So that's a long story how we tried to get jobs. Eventually, I was the only one who got a job. I got a job as a peanut boy in a A&W root beer stand on St. Catherine Street, which is a principal street of Montreal. So I was there, and every morning I would listen to Prabhupada's tapes. I was so happy to hear his Bhagavad Gita classes. And someone had advised me that when you see the Guru, you should always ask questions. So he also said that when you go to personally see him, humble yourself, say how fallen you are, glorify him, see how merciful he is, and ask for some blessing. So these two advice I have from San Francisco. So I had a shaved head, but it was under this A&W root beer hat. I was mopping the floor. This was my job, $1.25 minimum wage. But that was more than anyone else was making because they didn't get jobs. So at least I had a job. And that was, the rent for the temple was $200, and the rent for Prabhupada's apartment was a little less. So whatever money I earned, I gave all of it to the temple for their rent. So now our brahmachari is living in these Malaysia temples, and in the very beginning we were struggling, it was difficult, and we had no congregation to speak of, and it was a very difficult time. So I remember one guy pulled in, he had his Rolex watch, and I don't know how much his suit cost. It must have been thousands of dollars, and he had a Mercedes-Benz outside. I was 19 years old, and I'm chanting, Hare Krishna, and sweeping, and no one is singing. Of course, he doesn't know I'm a devotee. He looks at me. You're the scum of the earth, you're a sweeper. But you're happy. And I got Rolex watch, I got Mercedes-Benz, I got millions of dollars, and I'm not happy. What is this? Why? So this was an amazing thing that Prabhupada did. He made us happy. He said, I'm turning pithies to happies. So, anyway, he asked me to tell that story, so I'll tell it. Otherwise, I was thinking, I won't tell my story. But there's another history. This is in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana, where there, all the holy rivers come to Krishna, and they ask him that they see his lila is allowed to widen up, so they want to go with him there to guard it. He smiles at them and says, wait 5,000 years. Now it's interesting why he said, wait 5,000 years. He doesn't say wait 4,500 years, which is when Lord Chaitanya came. He said wait 5,000 years, and there's someone going to come. You're going to spread the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra all over the world, and you see a Vaishnava. It's very terrifying what to think of when Vaishnavas come and bathe in your waters. They'll all be blessed. So you should see, wait 5,000 years. There'll be a 10,000 year golden yuga, sonar yuga. And then we brought in by this personality. So after that, you stay for that 10,000 years. After that 10,000 years is over, then you can go subterranean, like Saraswati. She's invisible, we don't see her. She's gone underneath the earth. Actually, like, what do you call it? A satellite picture. They see that she's flowing, but she's under the earth. So anyway, after 10,000 years, all these holy rivers that you now get to bathe in, the Jamuna, the Ganga, the Alakananda, they'll be gone. They'll go underground, one after another. And those people then don't get the chance to bathe in the holy rivers because they'll dry up. Even now, we see how there's a little drought sometimes in the drought in the world. Anyway, 5,000 years. Lord Chaitanya came 4,500 years. We heard that today from Prabhupada Krishna Maharaj. It's the 50th anniversary of Prabhupada's sannyas and the 500th anniversary next year of Lord Chaitanya's sannyas. So 500 years ago, in 1486, exactly, Lord Chaitanya came. And Prabhupada came in what year? 1896. So, we have a great opportunity to be part of the Prabhupada movement. Some of you are fortunate enough to see Prabhupada, to be with him. I heard Nurse's Dr. Mitchell that he saw Prabhupada in London, and even if you're not so fortunate to have seen Prabhupada, there's a lot of, unfortunately, all the videotapes, the videos and all that started after Prabhupada. Otherwise, we have even more material. But we do have quite a bit of classes and lectures and films of Srila Prabhupada. So you can all get an idea. But someone once asked me, they said, look at Prabhupada, he was very unhappy. He's not unhappy, he's the happiest person I ever saw. But he's very great. And in his dealings, he was so happy. But it wasn't like a happiness like, ha 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 ha. And it was like a very deep happiness, a very deep ecstasy. His eyes would be filled with tears. And we heard that he had a vision that had temples, that had books, that had all these things, just time separated. So here he was especially empowered by Lord Chaitanya, by Lord Krishna, to come and spread the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. So all of you are very fortunate to be in his family. There's one family, one ISKCON family. We have many gurus, we have many centers. So we're one family. We're all dedicated in following His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki. Now, this is the main part of my message. I said that 7 minutes ago. So, I could tell a few pastimes. You see, we lived in Mayapur. So, we had, as I said earlier today, we had the opportunity to get Srila Prabhupada's visit twice a year. Once he would come in anywhere between September, October, November, December, for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and he would translate. And then once he come for 2 weeks, at 2 weeks at the Gaur Purnima festival in Montam, it's February, March. So these 2 times he would come. When he come in the fall, winter, he would be focused on the Mayapur management. When he would come in the summer, in the spring, he'd be focused on the worldwide devotees who were present. So, like one time, he called, at that time I was not at GDC, I was not made a GDC until 1977. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Dharmani Maharaj, and others, they were GDCs earlier. I was co-director at Mayapur, so I was the last GDC to be named by Srila Prabhupada in 1977. But Prabhupada called all of us as a sannyasi. He also called me, said, I'm sending Ganashyam. He's going to go to the behind the Iron Curtain, and he's going to distribute our books to the libraries. And I want you all to listen. So he thought, who are we? Prabhupada, when you're there, to give him blessing. Who are we to give blessings? And Prabhupada said, no. You're all devotees of the Lord, and Krishna will listen to all of you. So I want him to get as many blessings as possible. This is a very difficult mission. And this Ganashyam was later Bhakti Tirtha Swami, and he's one of the late ISKCON gurus. He left his body with cancer. But, so he had this special mission to distribute books, and as an Afro-American, somehow he could open many doors. He was also a graduate of Princeton. So, like that, Prabhupada, every day was something different. One time, he was going around in Mayapur in the morning walk, and we had outdoor toilet for the men. It was a circular toilet. Outside was for the men, inside was for the ladies. So then he came and looked, and with his cane he kicked off one of the doors, and that someone had not cleaned up after himself. So he turned to everyone. Brahman means he's clean. Why this dirt is here? You call yourself Brahmanas? So, of course, I was a local manager. I was the one that was the most responsible, but he was like, and everybody, they should all take responsibility for cleanliness. So then, some GDC drove up I walked over and just arrived from the airplane, the airport, came out from the airport. So he was like smiling and singing. He didn't really know what was going on. They're all getting the, what we call the sauce, getting the chastisement for this dirt. And the Prabhupada was just teaching us that we have to be responsible to keep things clean. But here, everyone was very serious because Prabhupada was very serious and he was making his point. And there's one person that's smiling, he can't smile. He was like smiling, looking at everybody. And Prabhupada said, "You call yourself a Brahmana? You call yourself a Brahmana? You're allowing this dirt to be present?" He looked, what me? Who me? I don't know nothing, I just arrived. So like Prabhupada, he was, sometimes he was very heavy. He was teaching. If you got one person, he teach by chastising one person, and sometimes he chastised everyone. And that's why we learned, like, how that we have to keep the temples clean. I think in Islam, at least we have the name that our temples are clean. This is because Prabhupada makes us a point of it. There must be cleanliness. You come to Mayapur, first 1 or 2 days, everything will be high gold, all so nice, and then we all pick out, where is the dirt? Where is the dirt? And look, and he'll be like, shh, just shaking, And someone is going, one faucet, dip, dip, dip. Why this water is being wasted? It's just Krishna's energy. Srila was the best ecologist. Why this water? Who is responsible? Every point, everything. Jayapataka Swami, he's the responsible one. He's the co-director here. Again. But then Prabhupada said, no, he's responsible for everything here. But I want to know who is the direct manager responsible for the water. That person should be overseen by Jayapataka Swami, but he should see that no faucets are leaking. So like this, he may not have experience with Prabhupada. He was like establishing a very high standard, especially in Vrindavan, Mayapur, and to some extent Bombay wasn't finished yet, so we saw more in Mayapur and Vrindavan. So he wanted, and to the point, I have to finish now, to the point that he was also saying how we should serve guests, how we should receive our honored guests, and how we should treat them like treating Narayana, and he was giving all the details. So, if you see any culture here in Islam, it's all because of Srila Prabhupada. He established the culture, he installed it, he personally practiced it, and especially in Vrindavan and Mayapur, he made sure that it was being followed. These were the Shilpij temples. We want all the temples to learn. So it's like, no, any tin can, piece of paper, nothing could be left in the ashram. Everything had to stick and stand. So if there was any piece of land that wasn't cultivated, he said, why are you wasting Krishna's land? Why are you not growing something there? And if he gave a stupid answer, that this is all weeds for that. And what he said, but it was like, all nonsense. Nothing is a weed. Everything will be used, you don't know the use, that's all. So, you should use this for Krishna. You should grow some flowers, you should grow something for Krishna. So like this, Srila Prabhupada was instructed. And the part you don't know, the secret part, is that he didn't have, he was alone when he went to the West. Probably he didn't know how to tie a sari. When expected. There was no one else to teach the ladies how to tie a sari, so he had to show them something like this, And so, sari, dhoti, cooking. When he came from the temple, he was cooking. So he would cook with the chants. That means that the dal, you heat up the spices, the chilies and the cumin, throw it into the hot dal. The smoke would come rising up, and everyone start talking throughout the temple. And they say, "Oh, this is very good." You see this, 2 time. So, being a Srila Prabhupada, in the beginning, it was one thing where just a few devotees with him, and later, as I said, I had the great opportunity to be a new devotee with Krishna Maharaj, and we were together in Montreal. Later he moved to New York, and I shifted to India, and he came back to India, and that's another history. But I'll try to remember something, or his Vyas Puja is coming in a couple of days. But as I said, when Prabhupada, he had this vision of Mayatma trust. So he named Gopal Krishna one of the original trustees of the Mayatma trust. Now I'm the trustee also, but not because of any qualification, just I happen to be in Mayatma, so. So I thank you all. You're very fortunate. Prabhupada is the Senapati Doctor. He's the devotee predicted by the Shastras, which spread the Harinam all over the world. So now, as we heard, it's up to all of you to spread this Sankirtan movement to every town, every village. At least you can spread all over Delhi and all over the surrounding areas. Maharaj went to Noida, now which is that's part of UP, and so we have that's part of Haryana. We have a little touch with different states. So in all these different states, we also have our Sankirtan, our temples. So Srila Prabhupada ki, Sanghaveda Bhaktivinda ki.
His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki.
Hare Krishna. So I'd like to thank Maharaj for his wonderful, divine, blissful association. So Maharaj has been especially merciful to the Delhi devotees. Everywhere we go to Mayapur for Navdi Mandal Parikrama, and we get this association there. And now the Delhi temple is blessed that Maharaj is personally here with us to give his association, giving us the opportunity to serve him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And also, this year also, by Maharaj's mercy, we'll be again visiting Sridham Mayapur for Navdi Mandal Parikrama. Hare Bal. Hare Krishna. So before we start the drama, we'd like to invite Professor P.V. Sharma, who's with us. He's our honored guest from Delhi Technological University. He's the Vice Chancellor. As mentioned before, Professor had met Srila Prabhupada in late 70s in Birmingham. He had that great fortune. So we'd like to request Professor P.V. Sharma to come on the stage and also narrate his divine experience with Srila Prabhupada there at Birmingham. For some reason, yesterday he couldn't come for Janmashtami, so that's why today he's here. So he is fortunate that he's here on Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. Hare Krishna.
Most respected, most revered Prabhupada ji, the Swami ji who has showered his divine blessings on all of us at Delhi College of Engineering, now Delhi Technological University, Mohan Rupa Das ji, Maharaj ji, very dear Bhaktaj, devotees, members of this great movement ISKCON, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a matter of great privilege for me to be here with you this evening, especially that I missed coming to the ISKCON temple yesterday. What a great fortune